So the message for this collective reading is that you need to start nourishing your emotions. There's a whole journey that's about to take place or is taking place, and it's really important that you put yourself at the center of that journey. So make sure you're nourishing your emotions, you're nourishing anything that uplifts your energy at this time. And it's really important that we use our discernment to say, this doesn't actually fulfill my highest purpose anymore, or this does not align with me, so this thing needs to stay in the past, or I acknowledge that this thing brings my vibration to a lower point, for example, so this is something that I'm not going to entertain anymore. It's all about putting your emotions first, putting your energy back into you, and truly nourishing the things that authentically align with you. So anything that you're intuitively drawn to work on, make sure that you're acting on those intuitive hits, and anything that you're intuitively drawn to leave behind, make sure that you are leaving those things behind as well. The Four of Wands clarifies the Queen of Cups, and to me this speaks about home, and it's about nourishing your home, your life, the people who feel like home, the people who uplift you, the people who do surround you and truly celebrate your success, for example. So home might be very important for this collective, and it is really important that we do pour into those people who do feel like home or do want to help us build the home and the life that we're trying to manifest or create. So make sure that you are spending time with people that do uplift you and raise your vibrations and your energy. And again, we're avoiding any places or people that drain us of our energy, because it's really important that we use it for ourselves at this time. The King of Wands follows, and for me this speaks about acting on an innovative idea. So you might have an intuitive hit that comes through, and it's this new creative idea that you're being drawn to work on. It's really important that you nourish this idea and move forward with these energies so that you can again create something that is abundant and is going to return energy to you. Similar to the collective from yesterday, I would pay attention to the lizard that's on this card, and like the lizard, we need to shed our skin. I believe that the year of the snake officially ends on February the 16th, 17th, and the year of the horse fully begins on February the 17th. So make sure you're embracing the very last bits of energy from the year of the snake, and you're shedding anything that no longer aligns with you or uplifts you, for example. So when we enter the year of the horse, you can move forward with that fast acting energy. It is further confirmed by the Five of Swords. So this speaks to me about picking your battles, moving forward with the things that truly work and truly have proven to give results in the past, and leaving behind anything that doesn't actually prove to give any results, or anything that has been holding you back, or anything that doesn't work and has proven in the past that it really doesn't work and you shouldn't be doing this thing, or you shouldn't be giving your time to this connection, for example. So just exercise your discernment when it comes to moving forward and identifying who and what comes with you to your next cycle and what things actually need to be left behind. This collective seems to have a real issue with being seen or being in the spotlight. So the first card is the Nine of Swords, which to me speaks about self-limiting beliefs, keeping yourself trapped, keeping yourself effectively weighed down so you can't go after the things that you are trying to manifest and the things that you are desiring, because ultimately you don't think you're worthy of that, or you don't think that your work is good enough to be seen by the world, for example, or there's a fear that people from your hometown might see your content, for example. And I'd say that it's really important with the Hierophant energy that we embrace this all eyes on you energy, and we actually step into that power, because what's really important is that we do acknowledge our greatness, and we acknowledge the things that we can create and the things that we can truly make happen in our life. It's one thing to dream about something, but to have the confidence and the courage to go after it is a completely different ball game. So just make sure that you are being comfortable with being seen, you're comfortable with having that attention, having that level of success where people are effectively looking at you for what your next step's going to be and what your next move is going to be. So definitely get comfortable, collective, being seen and being in the public eye, whether that's in a managerial position in your job, for example, or whether it is doing things on social media. The Judgment card follows, and to me, Judgment, it almost speaks about karma for me. So I do see that someone's getting their karma, or you might be getting good karma for a situation that you've held your head high in, and basically continued to spread love and keep your vibrations nice and high by not entertaining low vibrational behaviors or gossiping or down talking somebody, for example. But I actually see this as the communication that's coming from this card as being the thing that actually sets you free. So there's somebody here who is actually almost worshipping or basking in the sound or the noise or the conversation which is coming through. And I actually see this as being the thing that ascends you to the next level. I think that this conversation or this new piece of information relating to a situation where you feel like karma should have been served, for example, will be the thing that does actually release you from your current cycle. It's clarified by the Queen of Wands, and this is why I feel like it's going to release you, because the Queen of Wands to me speaks about having the energy to pour back into yourself. It's shining so brightly with the golden energies, and it's also about nourishing the sunflower so it can continue to grow and bloom. And if we think about sunflowers, they normally stand quite tall in the garden, they overpower everything else, and it's having that energy again of being seen and being comfortable with being the one that stands out and stands heads and shoulders above everyone else. The King of Cups follows, and it's clarified by the Six of Wands. So I do see this phase setting you into your King of Cups energy, where you're standing strong in your emotions, you're confident in who you are, what you offer to the world, what you offer to a connection. And it's also, again, going to be something that sets you in high value. So I think that somebody is going to start to see the value, the morals that you have, your integrity, your emotional intelligence, for example, and that's going to put you on a pedestal. Again, it's having that head and shoulders above the rest. It's being seen through the crowd, for example. So definitely get comfortable with being seen and being acknowledged and having these compliments about your energy, for example, and the type of person that you are. The final card is the Nine of Cups. So don't be deflated that it's not the 10 of Cups, because it is clarified by the 5 of Cups. So I do see that the 9 of Cups is going to be the end result for this collective in this current cycle. And that to me is about being on the very edge of reaching the 10 of Cups. So it's getting a lot of success, a lot of recognition, a lot of abundance, and it's building those cups up. And it's 636 as I said that. But it's also about making sure that you're comfortable leaving things behind that no longer serve your highest purpose. It's about focusing on the things that you've currently got rather than the things that have been previously lost. So just remind yourself to be grateful for the situation that you're in. Practice daily gratitude so you can continue to raise your vibration and align with basically an attractive energy. You're telling the universe, I'm grateful for these things because, and ultimately that's going to trigger the universe to present you more abundance, for example. So don't be deflated that it's the 9 of Cups and not the 10 of Cups, and definitely don't focus on the 1 cup that you don't have or the 3 cups that you've lost, because you've got 9 solid cups there which are able to pour from and continue to fill up. Please do drop me a comment and let me know if this reading resonated. I'd also really appreciate if you could drop me a follow, because it helps the readings reach a wider collective, and I'll see you on the next one.